There are some mysteries of life we may never understand, one of which is morning wood. Why do men wake up often with erections? And there are many theories as to why this is. I think the most prevalent one is so you don't pee all over the place, but there are many other reasons that are possible as well, including things that are more related to the brain.
Yeah,
It's true.
The question is, if that's happening so that I don't pee, am I also having ass spasms so I don't poop the bed?
Are you?
Questions for science. Questions for science.
That's right where your head went.
Well, you know, it is thought to have been related to REM, you know, being in a deep sleep and having certain parts of your brain click off, more inhibiting parts of your brain turning off, and that may be a reason for it. There's also the idea of nitric oxide, which is it lines the inside of blood vessels and it diffuses into smooth muscle, causing it to relax, and the fluctuations there. It's still sort of up in the air.
Yeah, I've been asked this several times, and there really isn't any hard reason why.
Did you understand? She said hard, my friend.
I don't really feel that the peeing in bed thing is even relevant, because then you just have a boner all evening long. I mean, it's odd that you'd only get an erection during REM sleep and then go down.
Well, it's not. It's when I wake up. So maybe it's because sometimes when I have to pee, I'll hold it and then it'll go away for a little while. I don't know. I feel like maybe, yeah, the only way that would work is if, because your body slows down, all your metabolism slows down when you go to sleep. So maybe if like it just, you know, is like your body knows it's toward the end of the time it can hold it in. You know, other times it does a good enough job of slowing you down. I don't get morning wood every day. I hope.
You don't? Oh.
I know, right? I hope it's I'm just having these great sex dreams that I don't remember.
Yeah, well, that's 100%. That's the reason.
That's what I hope.
Go take a nap.
The best part is, yeah, right. I'd sleep all the time. It starts in the utero.
Yeah, well, it happens your whole life, so maybe that it knocks down those theories of, you know, maybe needing to pee, or maybe it's sexual. I don't know.
That makes sense, but also it's weird because you're saying my first boner was in my mom.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Paging Dr. Freud.
I mean,
Dr. Sigmund Freud.
The one issue we have is thinking that any erection equals arousal,
yes.
which is not the case. And so I mean, I know I'm more of a touchy-feely type person where I'm not, I don't conduct research myself, but the fact that your body is practicing and encouraging your penis and genitals to be engorged a couple times every night, and that's important to continue your functioning.
I will say that the morning wood is the only rogue boner I get nowadays. When I was in high school, I'd get rogue boners. I have no reason for it. Now that doesn't happen. Why is that? Why no rogue boners?
Yeah, Sandra. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Science
tells me that your hormones aren't going crazy as much as they used to be, and you've kind of like
Is there? Yes.
You're over the hill, man.
That's what it is.
Down
That's
there.
what it is. Oh shit. There's no going back.
What's the question?
The question is, so you say that it's not always based on arousal.
No, not at all.
What are the other factors that if there are any? Or are they just unexplained?
Like the word arousal, for instance. Arousal doesn't necessarily mean sexual arousal. It could also mean fear. Like you can get a hard-on for...
Really?
Yeah, so for instance, the fact that women lubricate during sexual harm, right? Or that doesn't mean that they're getting turned on by it necessarily. Our bodies will do a lot of things. Like we might get flush and our heart might start beating, whether we're turned on or whether we're running from something. Like those are very similar activities in our bodies. So, yeah, when it comes to like morning woods and things, I mean, it's for a lot of guys, an erection equals I'm turned on. So even if they're not actually aroused, they just sort of knock it off in the morning because it's already there. But something actually for just all, like the lifespan is because a lot of men start freaking out when they stop getting erections as easily, but they're turned on, and it's confusing because those two things are two separate functions in the body.
Oh, so you shouldn't think about it as erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
Right, actually, no, that I mentioned before we started that there's something about erectile dysfunction and morning wood. that if you ever want to know if it's a stress issue that you're having erectile issues, or if it's an actual physiological issue, I mean, one, see a doctor. Just check it out with a urologist before you like spend years in therapy, because it might just be an issue with your circulation. But old school stamps, postage stamps, how they're sticky and you can rip them, or something similar to that. You can take a ring of them, put them around your penis, lick it so that it's totally secured.
I know what you're
when
talking
when you're
about.
flaccid, go to bed, and in the morning, if it's ripped, that means that you had erections during the night, which means that your penis is still functioning, and so it's most likely a stress issue.
Okay.
So it's like a little like, oh, okay,
It's interesting.
sweet. Yeah.
So, I guess, well, as Sandra has taught us, not all erections equal sexual arousal. There could be a myriad of reasons why they're happening. Let us know what you think about this, audience, below in the comments. Please be sure to subscribe.